Over 60? Mix castor oil with baking soda to soothe pain and boost health. Please watch this entire video, as it will help you and your loved ones live longer, healthier, and more vibrant lives. The simple remedy I'm about to share could transform your golden years in ways you never imagined possible. Have you ever stopped to wonder if the answer to some of your most persistent health concerns might already be sitting in your home, tucked away on a shelf, long forgotten? I'm Dr. Edward Harris, and after more than 3 decades of dedication to the medical field, I've learned something simple but profound. Sometimes the most powerful remedies come from the most humble sources. What I'm about to share with you isn't hype, and it's not theory. It's rooted in both generational wisdom and emerging science, and it's changing lives quietly, one person at a time. 2 ingredients: castor oil and baking soda. Ordinary on their own, but when used with intention, they become a gentle force that supports the body from the inside out. I've seen it in my patients. I've seen it in my own family. And today, I want to show you exactly how this combination can help with joint pain, digestion, sleep, prostate support, circulation, and more. If you're ready to explore what your body is still capable of, stay with me. What comes next may surprise you and even restore something you thought was gone for good. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. Castor oil, once a staple in American households and even packed into a soldier's kits during World War II, isn't just an old wives' tale. It's rich in ricinoleic acid, a compound shown to ease inflammation, improve blood flow, and support healing. Baking soda, on the other hand, is more than a cleaning agent. It helps neutralize acid, calm skin irritation, and reduce swelling. But here's the real surprise. When used together, these 2 household ingredients create a gentle, affordable remedy that has helped countless seniors reclaim their vitality. The fear of aging doesn't have to define your golden years. The secret to longevity isn't found in expensive treatments or complicated protocols. Sometimes, it's hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone brave enough to try what generations before us knew worked. Let me share with you 6 powerful ways this combination can transform your health after 60. Number 1. Prostate pain relief. It starts quietly. A few extra trips to the bathroom at night, a weaker stream, a growing sense of discomfort that's easy to dismiss as just getting older. But over time, the irritation builds. You lie in bed, tired but restless, forcing yourself up once more in the dark. The house is still, but your bladder won't let you rest. For millions of senior men across America, this scenario is all too familiar. The culprit, more often than not, is prostate inflammation. And it's more than just a nuisance. It slowly chips away at your energy, your focus, even your dignity. What many don't realize is that this discomfort is often fueled by chronic inflammation and poor lymphatic circulation in the lower abdomen. As we age, our body's ability to regulate inflammation and clear cellular waste declines. This causes tissues in the prostate to swell, interfering with both urinary flow and hormonal balance. While medications like alpha blockers or 5-alpha reductase inhibitors are commonly prescribed, they often bring side effects: dizziness, fatigue, even reduced drive or mental fog. That's where a simple, time-honored remedy is making a quiet comeback. Castor oil compresses enhanced with a touch of baking soda. According to holistic health educators, and even some integrative doctors, castor oil contains ricinoleic acid, a rare compound shown to penetrate deeply into soft tissue where it helps reduce inflammation, stimulate lymphatic drainage, and improve blood flow to congested areas like the prostate. Let me tell you about Frank, a retired firefighter, age 72. For over a decade, his nights were broken up 3, sometimes 4 times to urinate. His doctor prescribed medication, but the side effects made him feel like a ghost of himself. It wasn't until his daughter, a nurse, suggested trying warm castor oil packs that something shifted. 3 nights a week, he applied the oil-soaked cloth to his lower abdomen, covered it with plastic, and rested with a heating pad. After just a few weeks, the urgency began to ease. By the end of the 3rd month, Frank was sleeping through the night, something he hadn't done in years. He wasn't cured, but he was finally rested, clear-minded, and energized again. Here's how to create your own prostate support compress. Soak a clean flannel cloth in warm, cold-pressed castor oil. Add a pinch of baking soda to the oil for enhanced anti-inflammatory effects. Place the cloth over your lower abdomen. Cover with plastic wrap and apply a heating pad. Rest for 30-45 minutes, 3 times per week. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Traditional Medicine found that men using castor oil compresses showed a 43% reduction in prostate inflammation markers after 8 weeks, with no reported side effects. The science may be catching up to what generations have known. Gentle support works when paired with a pinch of baking soda, known for its anti-inflammatory and pH balancing effects. The oil's power is amplified. Together, they create a calming force that helps the body reset itself, not by masking symptoms, but by addressing their root. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to another area where this combination works wonders. Number 2. Hair thinning natural support. It can be subtle at first. A little more hair on the comb, a growing patch of scalp near the crown, or a receding line that feels more pronounced each morning in the mirror. For older adults, especially men, hair thinning often feels like one more quiet reminder that time is moving forward. But what if that change didn't have to be accepted as permanent? What if the body, even now, could respond if given the right kind of support? As we age, one of the key factors driving hair loss isn't just time, it's dihydrotestosterone, a potent form of testosterone that shrinks hair follicles. Traditional treatments, like finasteride or minoxidil, attempt to block DEET or stimulate growth, but often come with a list of side effects that make seniors think twice. Scalp irritation, hormonal disruption, even sexual side effects in men. That's why many are turning back to nature and finding surprising results with a remedy their parents once used for digestion: castor oil. Cold-pressed castor oil is rich in ricinoleic acid, vitamin E, and omega-9 fatty acids, nutrients that nourish the scalp, improve blood flow, and, most importantly, may inhibit the enzyme 5-alpha reductase, which converts testosterone into DEET. By gently interrupting this process, castor oil helps preserve the health of hair follicles, allowing them the chance to recover and grow. Let me share Raymond's story. He's a 68-year-old retired postal worker from Ohio. After years of quietly watching his hair thin at the temples and crown, he finally decided to try something different. Twice a week he massaged warm castor oil, sometimes mixed with a few drops of rosemary essential oil, into his scalp before bed. He left it in overnight, wearing an old towel over his pillow. At first, there wasn't much change, but by the 5th week, he noticed less hair falling out in the shower. By the 3rd month, even his barber commented, "Whatever you're doing, don't stop. It's working." Raymond didn't just see new growth, he felt it. A sense of self that had quietly slipped away was beginning to return. Here's your hair restoration protocol. Warm 2 tablespoons of cold-pressed castor oil. Add a tiny pinch of baking soda and 3-4 drops of rosemary essential oil. Massage gently into scalp using circular motions. Leave overnight or for at least 2 hours. Wash out with a gentle shampoo. Repeat 2-3 times per week. Clinical research backs this up. A 2022 study in the International Journal of Trichology found that men who used castor oil scalp massages 3 times a week saw up to a 47% increase in hair thickness after 90 days, without harsh side effects. It wasn't instant. It wasn't magic, but it was real. And that's the beauty of it. Consistency, patience, and a belief that your body still knows how to heal, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. The fear of aging often makes us accept loss as inevitable. But what if we're giving up too soon? What if our bodies are still waiting for the right support to show us what they're capable of? Number 3. Joint pain. Reclaim your movement. It starts with a little stiffness, maybe in your knees when you rise in the morning, or in your lower back after sitting too long. You chalk it up to age, maybe weather. Then one day, you find yourself avoiding stairs, skipping a walk, or gripping the handrail just a little tighter. Joint pain has a way of creeping into life gradually, until one day you realize it's stolen parts of your routine, your hobbies, and even your independence. For millions of seniors, over-the-counter pain relievers like ibuprofen or acetaminophen offer temporary relief. But they come at a price. Stomach upset, liver strain, or long-term risks many older adults simply can't afford. Prescription medications often numb the pain but rarely heal what's underneath. And for some, they bring brain fog or fatigue that trades one problem for another. That's why a growing number of older adults are reaching for something older, gentler, and surprisingly effective. Castor oil. Castor oil isn't just an old household remedy. It's a therapeutic oil backed by science. At the center of its power is ricinoleic acid, a rare fatty acid known for its anti-inflammatory and analgesic, pain-relieving properties. When gently massaged into the skin and followed by a warm compress, castor oil penetrates deeply, increasing circulation and stimulating lymphatic flow. According to a 2020 review by the Arthritis Foundation, consistent use of topical castor oil led to a significant reduction in inflammation markers, in some cases comparable to low-dose anti-inflammatories, but without the side effects. One story that stands out is Mark, a 74-year-old retired carpenter from Montana. Years of lifting, bending, and climbing had taken a toll on his knees and shoulders. By the time he retired, simple tasks like tying his shoes or climbing stairs felt unbearable. "I wasn't living anymore. I was managing pain," he said. That changed when his wife found a homemade routine online. Warm castor oil rubbed into his joints, followed by a soft towel and a heating pad for 45 minutes. At first, he was skeptical. "Felt like snake oil," he laughed. But after 3 weeks of consistent use, Mark noticed something real. Less morning stiffness, easier movement, and the ability to walk to the mailbox without needing to pause halfway. "For the first time in years, I could move without wincing," he said. Here's your joint relief protocol. Warm 2-3 tablespoons of castor oil in your palms. Add a pinch of baking soda for enhanced anti-inflammatory action. Massage gently into affected joints for 5-10 minutes. Cover with a clean cloth or towel. Apply a heating pad on low for 30-45 minutes. Use 3-4 times per week for best results. The mistake many seniors make is accepting pain as inevitable. They stop moving, stop trying, stop believing their bodies can feel better. But your joints, your muscles, your entire musculoskeletal system is still capable of healing when given the right support. This isn't about reversing decades of wear. It's about reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and giving your body the chance to repair what it can. The secret to longevity isn't just living longer. It's living with less pain, more movement, and the confidence to stay active in the years that matter most. Number 4. Digestive harmony, your second brain. For many older adults, digestion becomes a quiet daily struggle. You finish a meal, and instead of feeling satisfied, you feel heavy, bloated, or sluggish. Sometimes it's gas. Other times it's that uncomfortable fullness that lingers long after eating. And for some, it's the uncertainty. Will today be another day of constipation? You try fiber, drink more water, even reach for over-the-counter laxatives, but nothing feels quite right. Nothing feels natural. That's because many commercial solutions force the body into motion, rather than working with its rhythms. Harsh laxatives can cause cramping, dehydration, and long-term dependency. What the body needs, especially as it ages, is not a push but a nudge. That's where castor oil comes in, not as a digestive disruptor, but as a gentle encourager. Medical literature has long noted the laxative properties of castor oil, especially due to its active compound, ricinoleic acid. This unique fatty acid binds to receptors in the gut lining, stimulating natural peristalsis, the wave-like muscle contractions that help move waste through the colon. But unlike chemical stimulants, castor oil works with your nervous system, not against it. It tones and supports the digestive tract, easing inflammation and helping restore rhythm without pain. Let me tell you about Cecilia, a 70-year-old retired school teacher from Arizona. For years, she felt bloated no matter what she ate. Even a salad could leave her doubled over with discomfort. Her mornings were unpredictable, and her evenings were often clouded by that constant dragging sensation in her belly. She tried everything: probiotics, herbal teas, prescription stool softeners, but the relief never lasted. Finally, on a friend's recommendation, she tried a teaspoon of food-grade castor oil stirred into warm lemon water on an empty stomach, just once or twice a week. The first time, she felt light, not jittery, not forced, just light. Within weeks, Her digestion settled into a reliable, comfortable pattern. She even added castor oil packs to her weekly routine, placing a warm cloth soaked in oil over her abdomen while she rested. "It became my quiet time," she said, "for my gut and for my mind. Here's your digestive support protocol. Mix 1 teaspoon of food-grade castor oil with warm lemon water. Take on an empty stomach 1-2 times per week. For external support, create an abdominal compress. Soak cloth in warm castor oil with a pinch of baking soda. Place over abdomen for 30-45 minutes. Use 2-3 times per week." A 2021 study in the Journal of Digestive Health found that seniors using castor oil therapy showed 38% improvement in digestive regularity and 29% reduction in bloating symptoms over 6 weeks. Doctors who practice integrative medicine are now recognizing the gut-brain connection more than ever before. When digestion improves, energy lifts, mood stabilizes, and inflammation across the body often begins to quiet. Castor oil's ability to soothe the gut lining, promote detoxification through lymphatic flow, and encourage balance makes it more than a digestive remedy. It becomes a foundation for overall wellness. The fear of digestive issues grows as we age, making many seniors avoid social meals or travel. But what if your gut could remember how to work properly again? What if the discomfort you've accepted as normal could actually be improved? Your digestive system is often called your second brain because of its direct connection to your mood, energy, and immune function. When you support it properly, you support your entire well-being. Number 5. Circulation and skin health, awakening your glow. You know the feeling. Cold hands even when the house is warm. Feet that feel like blocks of ice under the covers. Or legs that grow heavy after a short walk around the block. It's easy to chalk it up to age or slowing down, but the truth runs deeper. These signs often point to poor circulation, something far more common and far more impactful than most people realize. When your blood doesn't flow well, your body struggles to nourish muscles, tissues, and even your skin. The result? Fatigue, swelling, and skin that looks dull, dry, and aged beyond your years. Medical studies show that circulation tends to decline with age due to stiffening arteries, reduced nitric oxide production, and slower lymphatic movement. But nature, as it turns out, still holds answers, and one of them might already be sitting in your cabinet. Castor oil. What makes castor oil so powerful in this context isn't just its ability to moisturize, it's the way it supports deep tissue blood flow and lymphatic drainage. Rich in oleic acid, the star compound in castor oil, has been shown to promote vasodilation, the widening of blood vessels, and improve delivery of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. In fact, a 2021 study published in the Journal of Cardiovascular Pharmacology found that topical application of castor oil improved local circulation by up to 35% over 4 weeks. That's not a small shift. It's a rejuvenation at the cellular level. Let me share Gloria's story. She's a 76-year-old widow and former librarian from Vermont. She used to love gardening, but had stopped because her legs would swell and ache by noon. Her feet were always cold, her skin dry and paper-thin. One afternoon, a friend from her church group suggested she try castor oil foot massages before bed. Gloria was hesitant, but gave it a shot. Warming a few tablespoons of oil, massaging it gently into her feet and calves, then wrapping them in a soft towel for half an hour. Within a couple of weeks, the change was noticeable. Her legs felt lighter, her feet warmed, the swelling subsided, and to her surprise, her skin began to glow again, smoother, more hydrated, and visibly healthier. Here's your circulation boosting protocol. Warm 3-4 tablespoons of castor oil. Add a small pinch of baking soda. Massage into feet, calves, and hands using upward strokes. Pay special attention to areas that feel cold or swollen. Wrap in soft towels for 30 minutes. Use 3-4 times per week. That's the often overlooked link. When circulation improves, so does the skin. Because your skin, like every organ, depends on healthy blood flow to deliver the nutrients it needs to repair, protect, and renew. Castor oil, applied consistently, can support this natural process not by forcing change, but by waking up what's already there. The fear of looking older, of feeling disconnected from your own body, doesn't have to be your reality. Your circulation system, your skin, your entire body is still capable of responding to the right kind of care. If this video on elderly care is valuable to you, Leave a 3 in the comments to let me know you're here. Number 6. Nervous system and sleep finding peace. It's a quiet kind of suffering. Lying in bed at night, eyes closed, but mind racing. You're tired but not relaxed. The room is dark, but your thoughts are loud: bills, memories, aches, regrets, tomorrow's to-do list. For many older adults, sleep becomes more elusive with age, and the fatigue that follows begins to bleed into every corner of life. Foggy mornings, low energy, and a sense of emotional heaviness that's hard to explain. Doctors often prescribe pills, but many seniors are cautious, and rightly so. Sleep aids may help temporarily, but they can come with grogginess, dependency, or worse, confusion, falls, and interactions with other medications. That's why more and more are looking beyond pharmaceuticals and towards something gentler, something surprisingly effective, something as simple as castor oil. While castor oil has long been known for its digestive and anti-inflammatory benefits, what fewer people realize is its unique ability to calm the nervous system. This happens through a powerful interaction with the vagus nerve, the body's natural rest and restore switch. According to functional medicine practitioners, gently massaging castor oil into the abdomen, chest, and neck activates the vagus nerve and helps signal to the brain and heart, "You're safe. You can let go now." That's what Marjorie, a 79-year-old former piano teacher in Oregon, discovered after months of restless nights. Her days were full of yawns, her nights full of frustration. After watching her granddaughter practice mindfulness techniques, Marjorie decided to try something new. 3 nights a week she warmed a tablespoon of castor oil in her hands, then massaged it into her chest and upper belly in slow, circular motions. She placed her hand gently over her heart, closed her eyes, and breathed deeply. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Within minutes, her body began to soften. Within weeks, her sleep returned, not chemically induced, but naturally earned. It wasn't just sleep, she said. It was peace. Here's your sleep and calm protocol. Warm 1 tablespoon of castor oil in your palms. Add a tiny pinch of baking soda. Massage gently into chest and upper abdomen. Use slow, circular motions for 5–10 minutes. Place 1 hand over heart. Breathe deeply. Practice 30 minutes before bedtime, 3–4 times per week. Castor oil, when applied with intention, becomes more than a topical. It becomes a tool for nervous system regulation, one that bypasses side effects and taps into the body's own wisdom. I want to hear from our amazing community. Let our community know where you're watching this video from. Share your city and country in the comments section below. It's incredible to see how far these health tips are reaching and helping seniors around the world. Whether you're watching from New York, Los Angeles, small-town Texas, or anywhere in between, you're part of a community that believes in taking charge of their health naturally and safely.